Hey everybody, I just want to talk to you today about how I lost my thumb. So I work in the oil and gas industry, and I was working on an isolation tool, and I had to lower some stay rods down onto a tool, which it weighs about 3,500 pounds, I'd say. I'm not exactly sure. This is what they look like right there. Big old longs up here at the top. You can't really see it, but there's a huge hydraulic cylinder. I mean, huge. I was tool 10, isolation tool 10. I cut my finger off. We were lowering down those stay rods, and I got caught underneath it. Just so happened, sliced my finger right off. The only thing I was holding it on was a vein and a tendon, I think it was. Warning, this is graphic. I'm going to show you some pictures with some blood and stuff, so viewer discretion is advised, I guess. That is the next day after I got my thumb cut off. There's the other side. It was a shock. I mean, I can tell you that much. It was a huge shock. You go to a hospital with a thumb, and then you come out and it's all bandaged up like that far, so it looks like you still have a thumb. It looks like you still have it. Go back the next day and take it all off, and it's just gone, completely gone. This part is really bad. This is the actual finger before it got chopped off. So viewer discretion is highly advised. Blood, some discoloration, some nasty stuff. Okay, this is in the hospital. The first hospital I went to. Kind of not clear. I'm trying to get it to clear up. It's not really. Yep, that's the first one. That is the second one. As you can tell, it's completely broken. It still looks like it's connected a lot, but that right here is where the tendon was, so it's pulling it back that way. And this side had the vein, so it wasn't allowing it to go all the way around. That's why it looks so on there still. It's still attached. That is when the vein kind of went around, and that is after a 2-hour ride to the hospital in Minot. You can see everything's just smashed and destroyed. Oh, it was my waffles. That was my next day of waffles. Yeah, it was a sight to see back then. So that was right after it happened, and then and then the waffles. And then that's what my manager got me when I got back to work the next day. He actually went and found somebody to put red cupcake with a thumb candle. I mean, I don't even know how you find a thumb candle, especially in Williston. It's not a huge town or anything. That is what was my coming back. His fingers everywhere. Those were actually candy fingers and a cupcake. And then on my Snapchat, you gotta do what you gotta do. It was a weird experience. I mean, you learn to live with it. It's part of me now. It's part of my life. I do know that you got when I'm swinging a hammer around you, you don't want to be around me. You don't want to be on the side where I'm swinging to. You don't want to be anywhere around me. Probably the safest place to be is the bolt I'm hitting. It's probably the safest place. I've gotten a lot better at it though. But when I first came back, I was on light duty for 4 months or something like that. I mean, it was a long time. The bone was, the bone's cut off. I mean, and they went in there and grinded it more down, and then just enough so I can pull the skin around my thumb. They grinded it down because my bone was sticking out too far. And so, I mean, if you look closely, the scar right there on top, that was opened all the way up. So that was probably right where it's at right now. It's probably right here. And then this one was probably down here, and they had to stretch it up and around and grind my bone down. I mean, I wasn't awake for any, well, they said I was awake, but I don't remember any of it. I was on so many drugs, it doesn't even matter. But, I mean, you go, in this field, you got to be strong. You got to be tough. You got to do what you got to do and get back to work. I mean, my family was 1,000 miles away from me. I couldn't afford to just go home. I had to stay and work, and I went back to work 2 days later, light duty for 4 months, get back to full duty, swinging hammers. Like I said, you don't want to stand around me when I'm swinging a hammer, because at any point, if I miss the bolt and my arms fully extend, I don't have that control where I can just lock on and the hammer just stays in my control. Most of the time, my left hand will pop out and allow my right hand to twist, and then it hurts, so you let it go. That's what you're trained for. You miss, just let it go. It's better. That's why you gotta watch out when people are swinging hammers, because there was one time I swung a hammer. I was swinging this way, so my left hand was on top, which is you're aiming, and I missed completely, and it popped out, and my right hand went around, and I held on to the hammer because there was somebody right there. I mean, it got that close to their face, just stopped. The tip of the 5-pound hammer, bam, right to their face. I mean, that would have messed them up so bad. But you gotta keep your hopes up. Shit happens, man. It's life. But yeah, that's my first video for YouTube. I'm trying to get better at this, trying to do stuff. Put in the comments what you think I should do better. You can talk shit about me too. I don't really care. It won't bother me. Trying to figure out how to do this better. I know the camera and audio probably sucks, but just let me know what I can do better. Bye.